Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, the notify bell next to it, and make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications.
Yeah, that's right.
We are also available on the Twitter at Twitter. At the Twitter. That's weird. On the Patreon.
We are on Twitter.
We are.
That's not a mistruth.
At Real Going In Raw. You want to join us there? We're also on the Instagram at Steve and Larson. If you want asinine pictures of Larson holding a White Claw, that's where you can find them.
I wasn't just holding it. I was drinking that White Claw.
Were you enjoying it? You had kind of a zombified look on your face.
Man, I did not sleep well last night.
Oh, no. Why is that?
I don't know. Sometimes I have a hard time getting to sleep, and then my dog woke me up about 4 in the morning.
Oh, it's at 4 now? Wow.
Well,
usually it's like 5:30.
Yeah, well, usually it's just her panting and or licking her feet.
Yeah.
This morning, it was a sound of someone screaming at the top of their lungs with their mouth closed. It was a sound she made. I think she was having a horrible dream.
Oh.
And essentially was screaming in her dreams.
Oh, man. Wow.
Of course, I woke up and I was concerned.
Yeah.
It was loud.
Oh, geez. Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shenanigans are going on inside your house.
She's an older pup. So.
Yeah, she's an old girl. Yeah, I remember when she was a little baby.
Baby no more.
Yeah. Anyways, we got some new patrons here. Shane Geller and Juanito Turley. I want to say thank you for the support. We appreciate it. So let's talk about the very last episode of NXT that isn't live, probably aired last night. Next week, live from the USA Network.
Well, first hour. On
the USA Network. Well, the second hour is going to be live as well, isn't it?
On the network, though, yeah.
On the network, yeah. But it's all going to be live.
But the first one's only from
Are they going to load up? Are they going to load up, like, the good stuff in the first? Like, the Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong. That's happening next week.
In the first hour, yes. They announced that last night.
They said it's going to happen in the first hour?
And they said Matt Riddle and Killian Dane was going to be in the second hour.
Okay, all right. So it seems like the most important thing is happening on the USA. Yeah. That makes sense.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get the women's #1 contender match and Roderick Strong versus Velveteen Dream on USA.
That sounds right.
And then the main event of hour 2 will be Killian Dane versus Matt Riddle on the network.
So the Street Profits had a little thing where they said they want to have their rematch for the. Did they say that was going to happen next week or the week after?
I think they said they wanted it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear a time frame whatsoever.
Okay. I thought they had said something like, what better way to make a splash? Maybe they were just talking generalities.
I think they were just, NXT on USA and then getting our rematch. So maybe that's something that will be slated for October 4th for the first proper 2-hour show on USA.
So I skipped through a bunch of crap on NXT, like the stuff in between matches.
Yeah.
Not the promo stuff or the backstage stuff. But I might have missed it. So they actually said the first hour. Did they explain it?
They didn't explain why, but they said yes. The first hour would be on USA,
and the second hour
would be on the WWE Network. Yeah.
Did they blame Suits for it? They say apparently people want to see Suits.
They didn't throw anybody under the bus. I don't know if anybody wants to see Suits. I'm sure USA is contractually obligated to run Suits.
We had at least one person in the comments on YouTube say that they watch Suits. So there you go. A Worm claims they said next week, the Street Profits. Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era is next week. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So that's cool. The Undisputed Prophecy will come to pass next week. Street Profits better, because here's the thing: the Undisputed Prophecy, it's prophecy. It's going to happen.
It's undisputed. Not all prophecies come to pass, man.
Like the big ones do.
What about the Mayan Doomsday Prophecy? We're still here. That was a pretty major one.
Do you not understand? We are maybe in the middle of it right now. It doesn't mean it's going to happen like that.
That's what it was. Really, the thing was like on May, whatever that happened. There's somebody used to drive around with a van that had the specific date when the end of the world is going to happen. That was that particular individual's prophecy.
Have you ever read the works of Nostradamus? That guy had a perfect batting record.
Well, that's not true.
That is absolutely true.
It's actually not true. You got names wrong, dude.
You got an S wrong here.
I've seen the Orson Welles narrated documentary about Nostradamus. I've seen several other things.
You've seen the movie version that got things wrong. The book version All of his writings. They were.
You sat through all his quatrains and read them all.
In the original language of
which was. It's French, Steve. He's French.
He's French.
Get out of here with that.
Hey, are you doubting the Undisputed Prophecy?
No, it'll happen.
Well, there you go.
To say that every prophecy that comes true is foolhardy.
I'm just saying, is it wise for the Street Profits to do this next week, knowing the Undisputed Prophecy?
They should wait a couple weeks.
They probably should have, huh?
They should wait.
Let the prophecy come to pass, and then you worry about your rematch.
Yeah.
Anyways, what'd you think of it? So yeah, what do you think beyond? So what we know in terms of the matches that by and large have been announced, we know at least 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the Street Profits won, then that's 4. If that happens, yeah.
Okay,
so there you go. There's North American title match, number 1 contender for women's title, Fatal 4-Way now, which they'll probably make a Fatal 5-Way based on what happened in the main event.
And killing
Dane Riddle, and then Undisputed Era and Street Profits.
So that being said, do you think they're going to have, like, we can just speculate right now, many presentation Did they elongate the opening? Okay.
No, it was just we got to see Rhea Ripley arrive at the arena, and then they went to the opening graphic.
No, the opening graphic with the song. It felt longer this week. I could be completely wrong about that.
I think because they didn't kick off the show with it.
Okay, that could be right. Any other presentation changes? I think it's probably just going to stay virtually the same.
I think it's especially while they're kind of moonlighting their distribution outlets, and for sure, yes. Mm-hmm. I'd be really surprised if there's any huge changes out of the gate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sean Lindsay says Dakota Kai's returning.
Yeah, they ran a package for her. It just says Dakota Kai returns. Doesn't say when. It just says returns.
Oh, okay. Right on. Alex C has the question of the week. So they're going to go, live on USA. They want to make a big splash. Is Kevin Owens going to turn up next week?
No, I think they're going to save him for the first head-to-head against AEW.
There's got to be.
If he's going to show up.
There's got to be. Number one, the timing would be perfect because he just got fired, so it'd make total sense. But there's got to be some big thing. Look, this is live. There's got to be some big thing that they're going to do beyond the outcome of any of these matches. I mean, the Undisputed Era is probably going to end this, or they're going to have all the belts there at the end of the show. There's got to be something akin to a post-copyright bug or post-trademark bug.
I kind of feel like they're going to wait until October 2nd.
I don't know, man. I think something's big is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be Kevin Owens big, but something big is going to happen. And maybe it'll be Kevin Owens big. I don't know. I just feel like, man, it can't just be another episode of NXT to kick things off.
I mean, there's 2 potential, well, I guess one's on the network, but there's 2 potential takeover level matches happening. That's a pretty huge deal.
Yeah, but that's par for the course. That's the same thing that we always get. Something bigger has to happen.
We'll see.
I guarantee
it will. It will for sure on October 2nd.
There will be some surprise next week.
Maybe.
Anyways,
Kevin Owens tweeted that it was like before noon, around noon. He was already drinking wine out of a Jurassic World mug.
That's rad.
He's tweeted that playing Mortal Kombat. He said.
Yeah. Well,
so he is relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Alex C says that's actually a good point. End of hour 2.
So on the network. Not
See,
on USA.
I think the end of hour 1. Roderick Strong wins that title. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Kevin Owens helps. I'm
just saying, don't get your hopes up that Kevin Owens is showing up in NXT at all.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting my hopes up on anything. I just think that, it's fun to think about what big surprises they could unveil, because I think something should happen next week.
Goldberg cost Matt Riddle his match.
God, I would love that. That'd be amazing. He's like, come on, it's in my name, gold. NXT's thing is gold and black. Yeah, that'd be good. What other big ideas do you have?
Lesnar too.
Lesnar also.
Yeah.
They come in.
No, a second Lesnar.
See, now I like where you're going, dude. Lesnar too, a second Lesnar. A Rawgate Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly.
See, these are all great ideas right here.
He's managed to free himself from Rawgate Mutant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rebecca English with a super chat says, just because you guys are effing awesome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Because where else do you get talk about a cloned Lesnar?
Oh, we got a new member here. MRAS532. Thank you.
Mr. Az532.
Villalobos says Fozzy at Ace of Spades this weekend, $20.
I got a packed weekend already, man.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Fozzy fan. You think we could have scored ourselves a Jericho interview if we had reached out in advance?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. How would we haven't been adept at getting press passes to this point, but we haven't really tried.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever tried.
So it's possible. There's plenty of questions. What would be the first question on your mind that you'd ask to Chris Jericho?
Judas effect, really?
Oh, I don't think you would ask him that. He'd say, "Here, I'll give it to you. Let's see how it feels." And you'd be like, man.
Call me a stupid idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tomorrow.
Alex, he says Fleshmech versus Lesnar 2.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Tim says I could. You want Tim to reach out to Chris Jericho?
No, Tim. No, I don't want anybody to reach out to anybody.
Tomorrow night. We could do it tomorrow.
I don't like talking.
You got anything going on tomorrow?
What is tomorrow?
Friday.
I do, actually. Yeah. You don't know everything about my life. I have orgy party tomorrow.
No, you don't. You're probably watching the stream of high school football games.
No, actually, I don't even have that. I've got now somehow my dad there's a band playing at a restaurant. That
Oh, really?
Go to, yeah.
That's fun.
So I'm gonna go see a restaurant band.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, no, it should be cool. It should be fine. So, anyways, let's dive into this.
Yeah. So NXT kicked off with some SUVs, security. Out walks Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley gets her own
security
presidential
I know
motorcade.
I kind of feel like someone mentioned in chat here
cool.
that she should have rolled up on a Harley, something more befitting her packaging. You know?
Yeah, I mean, she rolled up like she was some corporate CEO type person,
or a politician, and that's not really, the character.
It is entirely possible. I mean, it's entirely possible that she does not have like a driver's license.
It is possible.
She's pretty young.
Then she can roll up. Someone can be riding the Harley, and she can be in the sidecar.
Driving in the UK seems like a big pain in the butt.
Yeah, it does.
Man. It really does. Like just from Ubering around and getting taxis and stuff. Real taxis, not fake taxis, mind you. Yeah, it's sort of a pain in the butt.
I just want to see
roundabouts.
I just wanted to see a sidecar gimmick in NXT. I think it'd be funny. We don't see enough sidecars.
Wait, who would be in the sidecar?
Rhea would. She doesn't drive.
Who'd be driving?
Some dude, some biker looking dude.
Some dude.
Jackson Riker. I don't know. He looks like he could ride motorcycles.
You have dropped so many Forgotten Sons references lately. I literally, this is not no pun intended. I literally forget they exist until you bring them up incessantly, and then I just completely forget. They have actually achieved that level of gimmick.
Yeah.
What is going on there?
My kids made this for me.
That is awesome.
She insisted that I wear that today. I don't know.
A bunch of C's on. Oh, C, P, C, R.
Oh, PCP. No.
R. CPCR.
Red Hot Chili Peppers? No.
There you go. Red.
It's just letters.
Yeah. That's cool. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well done. Which one?
Ava.
Oh, Ava. Nice. Very cool. I'll have to get on Bama. Why aren't you making cool stuff like that? Anyways, Rhea Ripley arrives at Full Sail, and then we get the intro package, and then Damian Priest,
Vampire, not Vampire.
Yeah, well, Vampire intro, like Vampire.
Ooh, what if it was Damian Priest that was rolling up on the Harley with the sidecar that had Rhea Ripley in it?
I like it the opposite. I like she's riding the motorcycle.
But the whole point of why she had the motorcade is maybe she doesn't have a license.
Yeah.
So someone else has to be riding.
The power dynamics there, the
Harley.
visuals of the power dynamics, I'm not huge on.
What about
Mr. Bootiesworth? See, that's a bit better because he's like riding. He's like, he's the errand guy.
I think it's somebody on.
But Damian Priest is like, hey, this is my old lady.
No, I understand all that. Yeah, I got to think about that some more.
That's a nickname that's exclusive to motorcycle. Do you think Eric Bischoff calls his wife old lady? His old lady?
I would be surprised.
That's the domain exclusively of motorcycle gangs.
What about one of the Metro brothers? JC Metro.
Yeah, okay, that works. Or she's brought one of fully deadly, super deadly.
Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly.
Yeah. NWO White.
Yeah.
From NXT UK.
Anyways, Damian Priest versus
he won.
Boa.
Yeah, versus Boa. Damian Priest won. It wasn't that competitive a match. Boa had like 30 seconds of offense that it seemed like it actually did something to Damian Priest. Otherwise, Punishment shook it all off. Like he refuses a donut. He refuses to sell this guy's offense.
Yeah, Punishment shrugs off the vast majority of anybody's offense. Like there was that one week that Mansoor kind of had some offense in on him.
Yeah.
But by and large, he just sort of shrugs it off.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Damian wins with Cyclone Kick followed by Crossroads.
Sorry, Adam here in chat says Toonses should be driving the one. He should be driving Rhea Ripley.
There you go.
Toonses.
Bravo.
Off the cliff. And then we had a video package for Velveteen Dream, Roderick Strong, where Roderick Strong burned some furniture.
Yeah, he doesn't like that sofa of his.
And then Johnny Gargano came out, Mr. Wrestling, and he gets in the ring, and he's about to make an announcement. That crowd just would not stop saying his name.
Johnny Wrestling, yeah, it was a long
There was like
chant.
one guy who was like, boo!
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about Full Sail. There's one person in there.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Boo! Yeah, they were going on for a while on that one. And then
he was talking around what the hell he was going to say. He was like, last time I was in the ring, I fell 20 feet. And when I came to, everybody was cheering.
Dude thinks he's
and I had a decision. And people go and come from here, and they all make decision. I made decision.
Yeah, and this decision was not easy to come to.
But I'm here because I like
to say decision.
I love NXT, and you're NXT, and I owe it to you to announce this in front of everybody. Here's decision.
Decision
Shane
is coming,
Thorne.
right? And then shirtless Shane Thorne.
Man, that's a great look. I wish I could do that. Just walking around with no shirt on all day.
Seems very comfortable.
Yeah,
at the least. However, again, when I'm looking at the power dynamics, I see one guy who can afford a jacket and a shirt, and another guy.
No, don't get it wrong, man.
Yeah,
Shane Thorne can afford a shirt. If I look like that, I wouldn't be wearing a shirt either.
I mean, Johnny Gargano looks great, but he's got a shirt on. Sometimes you just put a shirt on. Yeah, I'm not with you on that. Shane Thorne comes out. He ain't got no shoes on, no shirt.
He had shoes on.
I don't know that he did.
He did.
I don't think he did. He had bare feet.
No, he didn't. He had like
his zipper was undone.
He had like airwalks.
His zipper was undone. I'm not sure if he's out to smash or if he's out to, and that's what was intriguing.
Yeah.
Might be like a Babe Station situation.
That could be. If that's the case, then you should be all on board with that.
Nah, man, that was Shane Thorne. So he comes out. I really wish Johnny would have been like, wait, what's your name again? We fought before.
He did do this.
He did. He was like, wow, I'm so confused right now.
Anyway, Shane Thorne's like, hey, you don't have to go through this pageantry. He said, take a bow, take a walk, get out of here. Yeah. Why don't you just post a selfie or take a selfie and post it on Twitter and say goodbye?
Mm-hmm.
And then Johnny's like, all right. He almost obliges, starts walking through the ropes. And he says, I am NXT and I'm not going anywhere. Super kicks Shane Thorne. Writes NXT in the air and then says for life.
Yeah, that was good. And then he said, hey, it was something so synonymous with let's change the world as he was walking up the ramp. He was like, NXT for life. We're going to redo the world. Something like that. We're going to take over the world. That's takeovers, their thing.
Yeah.
We're going to take over the world. I'm like, yeah, we're going to change the world. I mean, we're going to take over the world.
Change the world.
We're very elite.
Best bout machine. No, best bout person.
Yeah. Anyways,
after that, Forgotten Sons vignette.
Oh no! I fast forwarded through this.
I think it was literally 2 shots in the logo. It was super short.
Full disclosure, I did not watch this last night. I came in this morning late and watched it this morning.
Well, you were here on time. Actually, here early.
I was here at like 9:10 or so.
Yeah, I saw you drive by when I was dropping off my kid at school.
I know. In my head, I was like, "Man, Larson's so annoying." And then he was right there. I was like, "Why is he there right there?"
And you drive by, I give you a thumbs up. You do this.
I know.
The same reaction you gave when
it's just my natural reaction when I see your face.
When someone pulled out in front of me and caused an accident, and you drove by while we were doing insurance and stuff. Yeah, it's the same thing you did. Except that time you rolled down your window and go, Larson.
Yeah. God, why are you always just around doing things?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, you're driving through my neighborhood to get here.
You just moved here like 6 months ago, fool.
Actually, it's been almost a year.
Has it really been a year?
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious, time flies.
And after that,
what happened in this Forgotten Sons vignette?
I told you it was like 2 shots of B-roll and the logo. It was super short.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the point of that?
So you don't forget about them.
It's already happened.
Next, Peter Dune taking on Angel Garza.
So that fool wanted to flash his stuff at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, man.
He didn't want to wait till during the match.
Yeah.
He was like, mira. ¿Es bueno?
Well, it was pretty funny because early on, Angel Garza kind of extends his hand to shake it, and Peter Dune goes at it kind of menacingly, and Angel Garza's like, no, I know better than that.
Listen, dude, I tweeted at Boom Studios this morning.
I saw.
We got to get on board with this. I want you to co-write a Boom Studios comic with me.
Lesnar 2.
Yeah, you could do that one. That'd be great. Can we just start doing like
Rawgate Mutant, the comic book?
Can we do Boom Studios comics like fanfic, basically?
We book Boom Studios.
Yes. Listen, man, I want this to be a freaking campaign. I could go like through the official channels, like our freaking manager or whatever, and be like, "Hey, can you see if you can contact?" No. I want people to just tweet
social
at Boom
media
Studios.
campaign.
I want people to. Oh no! You know what? Our manager totally got on board with it. What did he? Did he retweet this or did he like it? He liked it. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
So John's on board with our social media campaign. Hit up Boom Studios, the makers of those wonderful, wonderful WWE comics.
Yeah, we got a stack from over there thanks to Draft House Games.
Steve and Larson want to write some comics there. We don't want to take jobs away from anybody else writing, but you know, if they have a couple extra pages,
let us write WB comic books from our universe.
Okay, but we don't have the license for that. We have to sell them out of the trunk.
It would be through Boom. They'd be like, it'd be like, was it Elseworlds? Like some comics?
Yes, this is an amazing idea.
It'd be like an Elseworlds thing.
Lesnar 2.
Lesnar 2, Rawgate Mutant.
In the meantime, though, I want Boom Studios to let me write a Guy Ritchie-esque comic about Pete Dunne and why he went to NXT. It's not just, I've done everything I can in UK. No, he got ran off because him and his boys there in British Strong Style had like a jewel heist or something. And then he had to go to NXT. He like faked his death in NXT UK. And then he landed in NXT.
What's good with that dude? He'd be in NXT and they'd say, he's still alive.
They don't know that he's there. They don't watch that.
I'll get out of here.
They do not even watch that stuff.
Elseworlds, was that DC?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Marvel just had What If, but it was very goofy.
Yeah, What If was played for laughs.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is a fun match. You mentioned Garza teasing the tearaway pants to start the match. Peter Dunne goes and grabs his foot and starts twisting it around. At one point, early on, Pete Dunne. Gosh, I just gotta say Pete Dunne. Start saying Peter Dunne.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne's controlling the match early on. Eventually, Garza tosses him out of the ring, rips off the tearaway pants. Nigel can barely contain himself.
Mm-hmm,
His enthusiasm.
That was great.
At one point, he calls him, I believe, the most beautiful man in the world.
Mm-hmm, pretty much, yeah. And I love that the more he is into Angel Garza, the more he wants to just cap on Humberto.
Mm-hmm.
They're linked.
It's great.
Yeah, it is awesome.
It's great. Anyways, Pete Dunne gets back in the ring, drops Garza with a forearm. Finished Garza go for a springboard kind of moonsault off the second rope. Dunne avoids it, puts him in a triangle, snaps the fingers. Angel Garza has to tap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, it was really good. They're not shy about jobbing out all these breakout stars, huh?
No. There is one, though, and he comes up kind of next that they obviously have plans for.
But before that, we had a Street Profits promo from Central Park. This, in terms of the timeline, took place before their brief appearance on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Going live is going to help all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah. I thought this was really good because they didn't have to worry about hyping anything other than themselves.
You know why I thought it was good? Because it was proof positive that they watched the show, which makes me feel bad because I talk trash about how they're used on Raw. I don't really talk trash about them necessarily.
No, they're not implemented to their fullest on Raw. I
think it's a compliment for me to say I want to see these guys fight.
Well, here's the thing.
And they're being misused on Raw.
They are being misused. And here's the thing. I can't really think of anybody that can do what they've been doing as long as they've been doing it in terms of being like the Greek chorus on Raw and for me to be into it.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like I'm watching the show and I want to enjoy the show. I don't need someone to tell me I should be enjoying the show.
Yeah.
And that's essentially the role they've kind of landed on right now. That's what they've been given. Hey, here's why you should be excited about watching Raw today.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Street Profits. I think Montez, Angelo, I think they're both great. Tons of charisma.
Terrific.
They've gotten really good in the ring.
Terrific.
Sky's the limit for them.
Yeah.
But I want to see them do what they do best, which is do stuff like this,
I know.
which was charming.
Yeah.
And it was funny when it should have been funny, and it was intense when it needed to be intense.
Well, I just want to see him fight. I want to see
and
him
then
wrestle.
I was going to get to that.
That's my thing.
And then we'll see him in the ring.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah. No, this was good. I loved Montez's shirt also.
Yeah.
Not the kind of thing I could necessarily rock, but man, it looked like $1 million on him.
Mm-hmm.
It had a Lion King on the back, like a painting of a lion with
It was a lion with a crown on it.
Yeah. So it was good. And they said that they said what better way to do things on NXT USA live than to get those tag team titles back, and evidently they said they're going to do it next week.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
They were on a giant rock, though, and they weren't sure how to get off.
Yeah, that's right.
And so I wonder if they asked somebody how to get off the rock and where Madison Square Garden was, or if that was part of the camera crew or
It had
something.
to have been a plant. I do appreciate there's no way they got any permits for that, though, because number one, in New York City, it's like impossible to get film permits. And number two, it was just, they just went out and probably did it on an iPhone.
Maybe.
That was great.
Maybe. It's good stuff. Next, Raul Mendoza taking on Cameron Grimes, Trevor Lee. What do you think about Trevor Lee's hat?
I love it. It's great. It's amazing. It's a Jim Dandy hat. It's fantastic.
Well, no, it's a little too. It's a top hat. Jim Dandy hats are the ones with the rounder tops.
Well, I mean, the term Jim Dandy is.
Yeah, I understand.
You can use that in a lot of.
But in my mind, it's like
he doesn't really look like a Jim Dandy.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
He looks more like someone from a southern rock band from the 70s.
That's true. That's totally true.
He's got the
Larson Skinnerd.
Yeah, the leather vest.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he could be a roadie for Allman Brothers or something.
Like he's not a fan of Neil Young.
I guess so. Yes. I guess so.
It always trips me out if you actually listen to the lyrics of Sweet Home Alabama.
It's talking trash about Neil Young, Southern Man. Yeah.
It's talking trash about Southern Man, but it's also like, are they like apologists for Nixon?
I don't know.
They reference Watergate in it.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about.
They're like so on the wrong side of history on everything.
Oh, totally are.
But my kid loves that song because it's literally about her, in her mind, anyways. I see a Southern rock band, or like even if you want to go to Red Dead territory, like a henchman in that gang of theirs,
who just does his henchman business in his undies.
Right, exactly, yeah. No, I love it. Are you not into it? Yeah.
I liked in PWG when he just walked the ring in his black tights and nothing else. I don't need a vest. I don't need the top hat.
He was really good in Impact because they had the Cult of Lee there, and he had like the dude. What's his name?
Andrew Everett, right? Or was that after
Caleb Conley? Is that his name? The dude. He was like the last guy to play Suicide, as far as I know.
Gotcha.
He was like recruiting people into his cult.
See, that's cool.
But it wasn't like religious. It was just, hey, everybody look like me. No, he's terrific. I'm fine with the hat. I really do hope. Here's my hope that he brought that to the table. That's my hope.
What, the hat?
Yeah. Hey, Trevor, what did you always want to do?
Wear a hat.
Wear a hat and
a leather vest.
A leather snakeskin type vest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Here, have at it.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe.
Looks cool.
Maybe someone went to the prop department and found a hat and a leather vest and said, "Here, this is your character now."
I flippin' love that he's got a double stomp for his finisher. I mean, obviously,
standing double stomp. Yeah.
We saw that in the breakout tournament. Oh boy, I don't remember what his I don't remember if that was his finisher in Impact.
I don't remember it being his finisher in PWG.
Yeah, but it's terrific because he does it with such viciousness. It's really great.
Yeah, he did one of those to Raul Mendoza. Raul goes up, tries for a Phoenix Splash. Trevor Lee gets out of the way. Raul runs the ropes, or run towards him. Cameron Grimes drops him with a double stomp for the win.
Bang, bang.
Next, Candice LeRae barges into Regal's office. She's like, "Why are you giving EO opportunities to get a title shot? All she does is beat people up. All she does is beat me up.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be getting these opportunities." And Regal's like, "Well, yeah, you're right."
He's like, did you just hear what came out of your mouth? She beats people up. Generally, that will warrant a title shot. It's good stuff.
As long as you do it in the ring. I think it's the extracurricular stuff that Candice has a problem with. So Regal says, "All right, I'm going to make the triple threat match a fatal four-way match for the number one contendership, the women's title." I don't remember him saying specifically that Candice is the fourth person, though.
Yeah.
That was the implication.
Yeah. They did. I mean, that was sort of an important piece of the pie.
I don't remember them explicitly saying that, though.
Who else is it going to be?
Yeah, I know. And then he goes, "Come to think of it, Rhea's got a match tonight. If she wins, 5-way.
Yeah. He's like, but I still haven't said you're in the number 4.
Yeah.
Remember that. Just remember that.
Remember that.
Alex Foster here in chat has a good point. He says, did Candice LeRae complain her way into a number 1 contendership match? Is that the equivalent of let me speak to your manager? Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
She just said that. She did that.
Yeah.
Let me talk to your general manager.
Very well. After that, we got the little video package about Dakota Kai, captain of Team Kick, returning.
I like her. Yeah. She said that when she loads up that kick.
Mm-hmm. Her finisher was pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
Returning, didn't say when, though. Next, we had the announcement that Roderick Strong and Velveteen Dream would be in the first hour of NXT on USA. And then Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane would probably main event the second hour. What?
Alex C says it's going to be Candice 2.
Candice 2?
Yeah. Clone of Candice.
And then we get our main event, Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler. I like that Rhea Ripley is in no way intimidated or scared by Shayna.
Yeah.
She gets the ring and starts doing this. Get out here, Shayna.
Action now.
Get down to this ring.
That's what she wants.
And she had the strength advantage, and it showed early. Shayna would try to put Rhea in some sort of submission move. Rhea would power out. It happened several times. And at one point even, I think it was an arm bar. Yeah, that Shayna walked in briefly. Rhea powered out, but she was still doing a good job of shaking that arm out, selling it a little bit. Business really picked up when Rhea misses a basement drop kick. Shayna puts her in the clutch. Rhea powers out, drives Shayna to the corner. So Shayna's kind of sitting on the top rope. She sells the impact for a bit, puts the clutch back on. Ref breaks the hold. And then, like in 2K19, Rhea drop kicks Shayna off the top rope, sending her outside. And there was this great bit where Rhea more or less deadlifts Shayna onto her shoulders and then dumps her face first on the ring steps.
Yeah, that was good.
Gets her back in the ring. That's when Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir come down. I think it was Marina, gets in the ring. Rhea lays her out. Jessamine Duke grabs a chair. That's a distraction for Rhea. Shayna hits her with a knee, and then Jessamine gets a chair from in the ring, gives it to Shayna. She swings at Rhea. Rhea grabs it, takes the chair, hits Shayna with it.
Very scary.
So Shayna wins by DQ.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
I hope that Rhea Ripley sticks around.
Yeah, I get the feeling that she probably will. And then to close out the show, we got Undisputed Era promo hyping themselves, hyping the prophecy, but more importantly, hyping NXT on USA.
Yeah.
Just in case you weren't clear that was happening next week.
Yeah, they mentioned that a lot of times, but that's good. Yeah, it's all good stuff. You know, I mean, I'm just sort of this is obviously just sort of okay. Let's just wait for like everything's gonna start happening next week. NXT is gonna be back for realsies next week. NXT UK kicked off with an Imperium promo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, they come off like just a bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, the way we wrestle is the right way to wrestle.
It's correct.
This ring is sacred. If you're not going to do it how we do it, then we're going to make you do it how we do it.
I was not happy with the crowd chanting sanity at Alexander Wolf.
Yeah, that was rude.
That's tacky. That's tacky. Usually I'm all on board with the UK, with the Brits. This is, I guess, the Welsians?
Welsh.
The Welsh
people? Welsh.
The Welshians?
Welsh. No, it's Welsh. If you're from Wales, you're Welsh.
You're Welsh, but you're a Welshman?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was going for. They're in there to start chanting sanity. That's not good.
No, that's unnecessary.
It's kind of tacky.
He's an Imperium now. Anyways, they're being real rude, being real jerks.
Real jerks, man.
And saying how we wrestle is the only way to wrestle. Wrestle like us, or we're gonna beat you up, essentially.
Yeah. Tyler Bate.
And then
not wrestle like us.
Yeah, Neil, I guess.
And look what happens now.
Yeah. It was. I don't know. It wasn't very cool. I wasn't on board with that. Their attitude.
Well, they're bad guys.
I understand that.
That's sort of
the desired response.
Yeah. They're doing a good job then.
They're being jerks. I don't approve of them being jerks. Ooh. Therefore, they're doing their jobs well.
Good job.
Then a couple of guys named Danny Jones and Harry Green come down because Walter says, there's no one left here to stand up to me.
Yeah.
And then there's these guys that come out and have a match, if you want to call it that, against Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. They were just toying with these guys.
Yeah, they barely broke a sweat, man.
It was absolute
they really shouldn't have
domination.
Honestly, like if they wanted to go all the way with this, they shouldn't have got out of their tracksuits.
I know.
They should just kept.
They should wrestle in their Vans.
Yeah.
I like the tracksuits.
No.
I don't know if Vans are necessarily the appropriate footwear.
Well, they can't do Adidas.
Why not?
Because that's too cool.
Depends on the kind of Adidas you get. There's some pretty dad-looking shoes for Adidas.
Why would they have to wear Are any of them fathers?
I don't know, but if you're saying some are too
dad's
cool,
heels?
If you're saying that some Adidas, like I'm not saying they get superstars, the old school ones like you have, the yellow ones you have, those are superstars. I'm not saying they get those. They can find something that isn't old school or isn't cool looking. That's easy to do. I'm not saying they come out rocking Ultra Boosts.
Yeah. What should they rock then? You're the shoe guy. New Balance? New Balance would actually work.
Yeah, New Balance would be fine.
New Balance would be,
yeah.
That would work.
Some New Balance like
Kawhi's a bit of a heel. Then he's New Balance, right?
Yeah.
Get some Kawhi's.
I think with the New Balance 990s, something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much any New Balance looks
Who
like
just
a dad
wins the
shoe.
championship? Didn't he? Yeah, he's a Clipper now, right?
Yeah, but he was on the Raptors. He's got
Yeah.
an endorsement deal with New Balance. Yeah.
No, I know, but like, what the heck? You win a championship, and then you bolt. It's part of the new way, man. It's
Yeah.
messed up. You see Kevin Durant talking crap about Oklahoma City? That guy's a heel, dude.
Yeah, he could have maybe handled that a bit differently.
Probably.
Yeah, the way he put that is like, yeah, I want to go back after my career was over, but now because how they treated me.
It's like, bro.
Like if he had been cool about it and not had such a chip on his shoulder about leaving, then everybody else would probably be way cooler about it.
Dude was all surprised.
If he didn't have burner
His
accounts,
burner accounts.
talking trash to people who were criticizing him for leaving.
The heck?
Anyways, so Imperium win. They're finished. Not a huge deal. And then Walter comes in and lays out Danny Jones with a huge lariat. I wonder if they're going to make Giant Lariat his finisher now rather than Powerbomb. I love his Powerbomb, though.
Yeah, but I love the idea. I love the idea of a lariat.
Oh,
finisher.
yeah. It's just
Always
destroying
been a
people with
fan
brute
of that.
force.
Yeah, it's good. After that, we this is the best. Is this when we got the package for the
No, that was
rounds?
later on.
That was later. Oh, the Ono Scala thing. Okay, so then we had a Sid Scala press conference where he is thoroughly distracted.
He's asked about his match against Cassius Ohno last week.
Like, here's the thing: we all know that Sid Scala is the puppet master, right? Johnny Saint is essentially Bernie in Weekends at Bernie's.
Well, yeah, he's the figurehead.
Right. And but Sid Scala, he's the one who's actually pulling all the levers. And this guy is distracted now by a match with Cassius Ohno. So Johnny Saint.
Chaos reigns in NXT UK is what you're saying.
Yeah. So Johnny, according to Sid Scala, which not, Johnny Saint.
Cover story.
Johnny Saint apparently requested Ohno and Scala have a rematch in a British rounds match.
Yeah, they explained the rules of that later on.
Yeah. So after that, Jordan Devlin.
Oh, he's the best.
We love.
The absolute best.
Took on Ashton Smith. Didn't Ashton Smith have a head of hair last time?
No.
Who had a head of hair that hadn't had a head of hair previously? It was somebody. We talked about it. I swear I thought it was
I
Ashton
don't recall.
Smith.
No, he's had the same hairdo for a while. Ashton Smith's story is that he hasn't won a match yet, and every match he's doing better and better.
I'm sorry. Did you say he had a story in that? He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a story,
He
man.
does.
His story is jobber guy.
Yeah, jobber guy who shouldn't be a jobber guy because he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but come on, man.
They mentioned it not. I don't think they ever mentioned a ton this match, but the previous match they mentioned how he's a pretty good wrestler. He just haven't won yet.
Well, of course they mentioned.
And every match, the match is a bit longer. He's showing more of what he can do.
Yeah, it's not really a story though.
I think that's kind of the definition of a story.
The story here is Jordan Devlin
is amazing. Yes, I know.
Freaking win against a jobber
Yeah, but I don't know how much longer Ashton Smith's going to be pure jobber.
in perpetuity.
No, I don't think so. That spot where Jordan Devlin goes for a moonsault, and then Ashton Smith kicks him midair. That was cool. But yeah, Devlin wins with Devlin side. I'm not sure about the name of that finish, but the finish is great.
Oh, I like that name, Devlin side.
Doesn't roll off the tongue very well.
Yeah.
Next, Radzie's backstage. He was going to interview Toni Storm. She no-shows. Nina Samuels is right there. So she talks about how the spotlight should be on the Nina Samuels show.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And now this is what we really want to talk about. There's a video package explaining the rules, the strategy, all that good stuff of a British rounds match. So my understanding is
This
there's
was amazing. This was great.
6 3-minute rounds.
Hold on, just back up.
What?
Stop. I love it because they interviewed all the British legends that they have. They interviewed Nigel, William Regal, Johnny Saint.
Robbie Brookside.
Robbie Brookside, yeah, exactly. And they were like, they were starting off by saying, it's the kind of thing that maybe American crowds aren't really used to, so we need to tell them really what it's all about. And I was like, well, it's just rounds. And they're like, so go ahead now.
So I think, if I remember correctly, I didn't
show
write it
a
down.
card.
A card. There's 6 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, 6 rounds.
So, but it's not best,
3 minutes each.
And
that
then-
was the second card.
and then
another card had like an essay written
So
on it.
there's the first person to get 2 pinfalls or 2 submissions, or whoever's ahead after the conclusion of the 6 rounds, whether it be pinfalls or submissions, wins the match. I don't recall if I missed anything. I didn't write any of the stuff down. I just watched it.
I was dying.
Yeah.
There was so much information on that.
Yeah. They're talking about how it was like a game of chess.
It was on for moments too.
Yeah,
it was up there.
It was
for
really
moments.
brief.
It was more like a game of chess.
Toss this up, maybe people will forget about it.
Is Sid Scala going to actually wrestle in
Ring gear?
Wrestling gear?
He did. He has before.
Yeah. No, I know. Back in the day, he did.
Yeah.
Anyways, what happened next?
Next, Shax.
Yes, Shax.
Taking on Tegan Knox. Again, not much of a match. Took a head kick from Tegan, one of their move, and then a shiniest wizard to pick up the win.
Yeah, man. I love that shiniest wizard. I think that's fantastic.
And then Kaylee Ray comes out and talks some trash to Tegan Knox. Mm-hmm. And Tegan's like, you want to fight? Get in the ring and fight. Let's go.
Yeah.
And Kaylee Ray smirks and walks away. So it seems like
she did
new challenger
in that moment. Yeah, that's a bit on the interesting side. I mean, I know. So Tegan Knox was, from what we understand, from what we heard,
supposed to win the last Mae Young Classic.
Supposed to win the Mae Young
before
Classic.
She had that horrible knee injury.
Kind of. I mean, to put her immediately in something with Kaylee. I always want to say I always get Kylie Ray and Kaylee Ray. I'm not going to see Kylie Ray again, so just say Kaylee Ray. To get involved in a thing immediately with the champion, hopefully it's going to be a feud that's going to last a while.
I hope so.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't put her in a couple things first. Number one, just to test out those knees of hers, make sure that she's, that's not going to fall apart. And hopefully it doesn't.
I hope not. I hope she can stay healthy for a while. Next, we had a Noam Dar press conference they were hyping up.
Yeah.
And so it's just a press conference for him to announce that he thinks he's the best.
I told you while this was on, this really needed to be the template for like half of every episode of NXT UK.
Here's the thing.
Just film these as little short films.
Here's the thing, man. It was plainly obvious that Noam Dar and Trent Seven, who showed up later, were not in the same room at the same time. They weren't in the same room at the same time.
That's possible.
Oh, it's definite.
Why do you say that?
There's an over-the-shoulder shot of Trent Seven looking at Noam Dar, and the hair is completely wrong.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And just from the interplay or lack thereof between the two of them, they are definitely not there at the same time.
Well, I don't really care about that. I thought this was hilarious and very amusing.
I could hardly understand. I couldn't take in all that was happening. I was too distracted by the fact that they apparently their schedules were so off they couldn't just take 20 minutes to be in the same room at the same time.
Oh, that didn't bug me. I thought this was amazing. This was great. Every episode should have like a good 10 minutes of this kind of stuff.
So what happened is Noam Dar concludes the press conference, kind of. He opens with the questions, and Trent Seven walks in, interrupts, and Noam Dar's like, Trent Seven's here?
Yeah.
And Trent Seven acts like he's on the phone with... and also, look, when Trent Seven starts walking the room, you can tell it's empty. When he walks in a little bit more.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing. I don't care about any of that.
No,
this is absolutely great.
It bugs me.
I don't know why they didn't break the 180 rule or anything.
No, I know they didn't. Well, they might have for the over-the-shoulder shot. I think it's over Trent's other shoulder.
Is it over it's over that shoulder over there?
I think so. So Trent acts like Drake Maverick's calling him, and he's like, "Oh, you don't want him? Yeah, we don't want him here either."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that was good. Trent Seven's charming.
So good. How would you not want more of this? This is so great. See, look, they're not breaking any rules right now. It's really not that distracting. I don't know how you're so distracted by it.
It just seems plainly obvious that he's not there.
It's really, I mean, yeah, they could have done.
See, look at that. That's not him. That's totally not Trent Seven.
Hair's
too short.
Yeah, but it's not that distracting. And number one, that doesn't even happen until the very end.
Yeah.
I honestly don't get your issue with it.
I mean, for me, it was just I could just tell they weren't there, and it was plainly obvious.
How would you have known
chemistry
that,
between them?
How would you have known that? That's crazy.
It's just because the vibe I got.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that that's like conclusive though. That's funny. I freaking love it though. I thought it was great. I want more of that kind of stuff because I thought they were both hilarious. I thought it was really well done. He's so cheesy. I love Noam Dar. That's great. And Trent Seven, that dude is born to be an actor.
Oh, Trent Seven's great.
Totally be
Alex Foster does mention here in chat Trent's ringtone was his entrance theme, and that was a nice touch.
I know. That was hilarious. That stuff is great.
Yeah.
Anyways, I could use a lot more of that in UK. I think the thing is, a lot of those guys, they have such the personality that kind of stuff would totally work. And given that they've all like basically been wrestling with each other for like at least 10 years.
Oh yeah, they're
like
probably all friends. Yeah,
they're probably all friends. That kind of stuff I'd love.
Main event: Grizzled Young Veterans getting their rematch for the tag titles against Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster.
Yes.
Good match. Not quite as good as the TakeOver match, but you can't really expect that level of brilliance every time.
No, and in fact, I kind of felt like these guys were tired from that. This match actually was. I mean, it was fine. It was a good match.
This is probably the day after that they had these tapings, so they're probably gassed.
They clearly were a bit on the clunky side, which is total. I'm not talking crap at all. That is totally be expected after that TakeOver match. But yeah, this was a tad on the messy side.
Yeah,
is what I noticed.
Wasn't bad. Andrews and Webster successfully retained. Flash hits his Destino type move. Andrews hits the shooting star press. They win.
Yeah.
So we got the face champs looking for new challengers.
And then we had 205 Live starring Dio Madden.
I thought he was really good.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was really, really good.
So we've seen, like, for example, with the case of Aiden English, who has developed into a decent commentary guy.
Yeah, I think he's really hit a good rhythm.
It's not an easy job.
No.
It is not easy. Getting comfortable in front of the microphone, keeping up with stuff, probably having somebody in your ear.
Not everybody can be Nigel McGuinness, who apparently stepped behind the booth and was instantly brilliant at it.
That was crazy, yeah. That's weird that happened so quickly with him. He's a natural. I thought, all things considered, Dio was actually pretty good.
I thought he added something to the stories being told. I thought he was charming. He was funny.
Yeah.
The Kushida bit after the Kushida match was great.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job. Interested to see, should 205 Live survive, how he fares in the future.
Yeah.
Because I thought, based on one appearance, he did a great job.
No, I agree totally.
So the show kicked off with his introduction as part of the commentary team. And then the first match was Akira Tozawa and Brian Kendrick taking on Jack Gallagher and a mystery partner. Mystery no more. It was Kushida.
Yes. What's your thoughts on them debuting Kushida on... So...
I felt like you should have...
Things are going to change on 205 Live.
Probably, but I kind of feel like Kushida needed at least one TakeOver match to get some real buzz.
Oh, no, I think that's still entirely possible.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying before having a debut on a show in such a huge building.
Kushida's a big deal.
He is, but I didn't feel like the crowd reacted.
They did not. And that was completely like anybody could have told anybody that. I could have told them that because it's 205. And the bottom line is, to this day, like still... They can run in Chicago or Philadelphia or any place. And the bottom line is half that crowd's going to leave for 205.
Yep.
The remaining of the remaining crowd, 30% is going to just heckle it and call it boring.
Or chant for a baby.
20% simply aren't going to pay attention. They're going to get on their phones until the dark match.
Yeah.
And in this case, that's exactly what happened. It was Madison Square Garden.
That's
and
why I was saying that if he'd had a buzzworthy TakeOver match,
wouldn't have mattered though. That crowd, it doesn't matter who shows up on 205. The crowd's not going to be into it because half of them are gone. That's truth, man. That is the truth. Gargano could show up. He's sort of the template. You know that, man. If Gargano shows up on 205, the way it is now, the crowd's going to be like, oh, that's cool. Oh, maybe.
There might be a bit more reaction.
Like a tiny bit more reaction, but Kushida got hardly a reaction.
I know.
And it's Kushida.
I know.
That's insane.
I know.
I'm so happy they're going to be
I'm saying is
changing venues.
Is
how much of that 205 Live stuff was actually converted? Like, are they actually changing venues to Full Sail?
No, I mean,
everything's up in the air.
All
right?
that Triple H said is that they're going to start bringing 205 under the NXT banner. That's it. He didn't say 205 was canceled. He didn't say Cruiserweight titles to be defended on NXT. Nothing like that.
But under the banner, I mean, I would think that means production-wise, it's going to be under NXT. And
no idea.
Film at Full Sail.
I mean, it could be.
In the newsletter, Meltzer said that there's a bunch of stuff up in the air. And they have not decided yet, which is insane, given that we are weeks away from that decision.
I mean, you could say 205 Lives under the NXT banner in the same respect that NXT UK is. It's another part of a larger feeder system. Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah.
Because he just said it's going to move over the banner. No details.
Yeah.
And yeah, it could be because it's all up in the air, but to jump to the conclusion, say that 205 Live's been canceled or anything like that.
Yeah.
The evidence isn't there.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, it seems obvious that, I don't know, is there any conceivable, I mean, I'm sure there is, but is there any conceivable way that it's going to end up airing on Friday nights after SmackDown?
I'd be really surprised.
I would be very surprised, which means that they would have to just put it at Full Sail prior to, I would think, NXT.
Or fold it into NXT.
Or fold it in. In any event, that's going to be a far better way to handle it than the way it's handled now, because that Full Sail crowd would go crazy for stuff like that.
Anyways, my point about how, like Gargano having a number of takeover matches that have generated a lot of buzz, people who might not watch NXT weekly will know the name. If you follow wrestling, you probably heard the name Johnny Gargano, even if you don't watch NXT.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't watch New Japan's product and you don't watch NXT, Kushida shows up, and you're like, all right, who's this guy? Because he hasn't had he really hasn't had a high-profile feud or a high-profile takeover level match yet.
No, I get your point. I'm just saying that the crowd, with that crowd, the way they do it right now, it's a non-starter. It's a non-starter. Like, there's just no, you could do anything, man, and that crowd is just not going to be into it because that's not what they're there for.
Anyways, Gallagher has a mic when he walks out. He introduces Kushida. Kushida and Brian Kendrick are in there to start. Eventually, Gallagher gets the tag in, so he's the one that takes a majority of the offense from Tozawa and Kendrick. There's a couple instances where it seemed like they were working a little heelish, especially Tozawa. There's that point where Kendrick tosses Gallagher in the ring post. I'm not sure how Jack Gallagher didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
He was ran full speed in that thing.
Yeah.
And Kira Tozawa walks by and pats him on the head. That was a nice little touch.
No, I liked it. I mean, you know, they are the bad guys in this, and so it is another dimension of Akira Tozawa to see him work like this. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
It was pretty cool. Kushida gets back in. Kendrick puts him in the captain's hook. Kushida reverses the pin. Kendrick kicks out. Jack. This part was great. The ringside, Jack gets taken out by Kendrick forearm, and then off camera, you see, or into frame, you see Tozawa run off the apron, hit his senton, and just smashes Gallagher against the barricade.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyways, the finish saw Akira and Kendrick kind of go for their finish. Instead, Akira accidentally kicks Brian Kendrick. That lets Kushida put Kendrick in hoverboard lock. Kendrick taps.
Yeah.
Win for Kushida
in his 205 debut.
The butt.
But yeah, I think it'll be so much better once that division is either folded into NXT or brought to Full Sail or whatever they're going to do with it. Yeah. It's just going to be so much nicer. See a crowd that's actually hyped, and them I don't know, man, putting on matches that crowds are appreciating. I'm gonna love it.
Next we have the Singh brothers doing their inside the Bollywood actor studio thing again.
I laughed at this.
They wanted a Tozawa and Kendrick themselves too.
Yeah. They talked about wanting their own Bollywood Walk of Fame star. Another.
They're so low key and mellow in these promos.
But I love them. They're great. After that, we had a Mike Kanellis promo.
Yes.
Where he showed up in a sick denim jacket. You ever have a denim jacket?
I did have a denim jacket in junior high, yeah.
It's pretty cool. Boy, you were styling in junior high. You had a starter jacket and a denim jacket? Holy crap.
Sixth grade, I had a denim jacket.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Man, you're an early starter. He's tired of doing nothing, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm doing a whole lot of nothing. He's like, what do I have to do around here to get a title shot? I beat people up. I beat up
Tony Nese. He was champion.
I beat Brian Kendrick. He pioneered the division. I get nothing. I just want to show my wife that I'm great.
And Marie enters and is like, I'm supposed to be impressed by that.
Yeah. You're crap.
Says if you can't have an impressive win, maybe I shouldn't even be here.
You're garbage.
So way to write Marie off so she can spend the rest of her pregnancy comfortably at home.
Yeah.
Instead of being on the road. She doesn't have to be on the road while pregnant. That'd be miserable.
It's so cute, though. Like, her social media is just, pictures of, her backstage at WWE events and, her little kid all run around and Mike being a good dad. It's very adorable. They're a very adorable family. So yeah, and then we had the main event, which was
supposed to be Carrillo and Lindsay taking on Tony Nese and Drew Gulak. However, pre-match attack by the heels. Daivari comes out to get himself a piece, and then we have Grand Metalik come out to even the odds.
Grand Metalik.
So Humberto grabs the mic and says, "How about the 3 of us against the 3 of you?" Drew says, "Fine." 6-man tag match now.
Yes. Yeah.
And vast majority of this match, the crowd was more concerned about someone bringing an infant into the arena as opposed to what was going on. Hats off to Drew Gulak for improvising and trying to get the crowd back into the action in the ring by cradling and rocking Grand Metalik like a baby.
That dude is a professional.
Yep.
Because the crowd, that baby tried to steal the show, that darn baby, and Drew Gulak stole the show back from that baby.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was good. In the end, though, it was interesting that they had Lindsay Dorado win. Maybe not so interesting because he's probably be the one that takes the pin in their Clash of Champions match. This kind of solidifies it in terms of the math. He avoids Drew's Cyclone Crash, hits a shooting star press for the win. There's some fun spots, especially in the latter half of the match where they were trying to get the crowd back into it, but it's surprising to see a New York crowd so disinterested in good wrestling.
It's the WWE has positioned 205 to just be the brand that nobody cares about, and you put it in the hands of a Full Sail crowd who will nurture and hold that.
I would like to hope so.
And it'll do good things. I mean, I don't know what their other option is. If they want to continue to run it after SmackDown on Fridays, that's going to be an even bigger non-starter. So I'd be surprised if they did that. If they put it on Full Sail, I think that crowd's going to be wonderful for it. It's going to be a great fit.
I got a couple questions here. Jay Sean Lawrence, how loud did Steve pop for Mandrews this week?
Oh, you were there. You heard me. How
he
loud
was
did I
waving
pop?
his arm, trying to get that little dance down, all that.
Yeah, man, we were literally in there trying to figure out how he does the walking thing.
It's going to take some practice.
Neither of us got it.
Epico, the $420 the past 2 days should cover the daily budget for the next 46 weeks.
Yeah, man. No, you need to put that money to good use. You got a new business that you're starting. Yeah. You got evidently hospital bills perhaps to cover.
Perhaps, yes.
So hopefully the $200 you gave to your lady to go get some food, she brings back some good some good eats for you, pal. Keep us apprised on that.
Yes.
Let's see here. I'm going to go to, you know what, man? Discord doesn't give me enough credit. I've been going to them every day this week. Every day to check what they have to say. You can get access to the Discord for $1 on the Patreon, or if you're a YouTube channel member, I just posted a link yesterday.
Yeah.
Greg Morris asks, you have to pick one of these. Kevin Owens joins the Undisputed Era, or he feuds with them.
Feud first.
You only pick one. Only one can ever happen, and then nothing else.
Feud then.
No, I'm gonna go with joins. I like to see them all be friends and trying to make each other laugh, because that's all it's gonna be. Adam Cole's gonna be trying not to laugh the entire time.
I want to see good matches.
Let's see here next. A little bit of Djibouti.
Kyle asks, what are your predictions for Clash of Champions going up? They're gonna go up Saturday morning. We're gonna try something a little different with them.
We're doing things different here, going in Raw, people.
Yeah, we're trying new things.
Speaking of sidecars, if you could reinvent Hanna-Barbera's wacky races, which wrestlers would have their own cars and what would they be? I should have read that one before I said it.
Why?
I don't know. The wacky races, I don't know what that is.
I can't remember that. It's when they had the various characters from, I believe, the Hanna-Barbera universe.
Is it a video game?
No, I thought it was a cartoon.
Or a cartoon. Okay. I have no idea what it is.
Unless it was a video game. I kind of vaguely remember that from my youth. We got to have Space Coast in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wrestlers, sorry.
You were just rebooking it with Hanna-Barbera characters.
Yeah. All wrestlers and then Space Ghost as well.
Just the 205 guys. That's what I want to see. I think 205 would make a great cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Those characters fit.
Yes.
They would fit cartoons really well.
Yeah. Tony Nese in the most nondescript vehicle possible. But it'd have a great engine. It's a premier vehicle.
It's the premier vehicle. That's pretty funny. Let's see here. What wrestlers would you guys fun over on commentary like Nigel does for Garza and Aiden does for Humberto? It's sad they're not going to be together, by the way.
I know.
To do that. So let's take Angel and Humberto out of the equation.
Probably be Finn.
Yeah. There should be. Oh, I mean, it'd be at this point Mark Andrews. It'd have to be Mark Andrews.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it'd probably either Finn or Biggie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Biggie's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Let's see here. Alex C. Should Walter wrestle as Ga Cha Ping in NXT
I saw
UK?
those pictures. Yeah.
Yes, he should.
They're pretty funny. Or at least someone in one of their feuds should bring him up.
This is like a complete no-brainer here. Jimmy Thomas, better tracksuit, the Young Lions or Imperium?
Oh, Young Lions.
It's the Young Lions.
Those are amazing.
It's 100% the Young Lions. They're great. Wayne Maker wants a shout out to the lovely Sienna. She's watching the show with them today, and it's her first day of school. It was her first day of school. Hopefully, it went well, Sienna.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm just going to regular chat here because I totally forgot to put up a Patreon thread.
That too.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Alex C says Andrade, another wrestler.
Oh yeah, that's totally true, but only if he comes out in the red swim shorts with half hog.
Yeah.
Adam Rosen, do you think there would be a power struggle between Kevin Owens and Adam Cole? See, I'd be fine with that, but I would want it to be sort of comedic, and it never goes anywhere. It's just comedic. Okay, Epico says she's going to come home with steaks, crab cakes, lobster with 3 sides.
Man, crab cakes sound good.
That's good.
Love me a good crab cake.
All right, well, the faster we get out of here, the faster we get to eat. So thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We got a bonus episode coming up in a little bit.
Yep.
So, yeah, till next time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.